Good evening, Jamestown. I'm Matthew Nies with your Tuesday, February 15th, 2011 JCTV News Update. On this Thursday, the February 17th, the folk and Celtic band Wilson and McKee will be performing on Jamestown College campus in the Voorhees Chapel. The performance starts at 7 p.m. and is free and open to the public. To find more out about this information, visit the band's website at www.jigheads.com. The Associated Press reports that a popular North Dakota state park on the shores of Devil's Lake might not open this summer due to the threat of flooding. While other state parks began taking reservations today, officials at Graham's Island State Park say they won't take reservations until May 1st. The park has a 50-50 chance of having to stay closed this entire year due to flooding of the access road. Typically, the park draws about 100,000 people each year. Flooding is certainly on many people's minds, including President Barack Obama's. North Dakota Senator Kent Conrad notes that the presidential budget, which was introduced yesterday on Capitol Hill, allocates $12 million for the Fargo-Moorhead area for flood planning. The budget also includes $433,000 for various flood studies in the Red River Basin and $10.5 million for continued rehabilitation of the Garrison Dam. But not all are satisfied with the president's budget. Most notably, Republicans are less than thrilled with his approach to the deficit. Although deficit relief is addressed by the budget, it is far more modest than that detailed by the president's fiscal commission. The budget does not address structural changes in Social Security or Medicare, the two largest items in the federal budget. Today, President Obama said decisions about these two expenses will have to be tackled by Democrats and Republicans acting together, not by a White House dictation. Well, protests in Egypt have sparked controversy throughout the region. Today in Bahrain, which is a small island country off the coast of Saudi Arabia, more than 10,000 people gathered to protest. Protesters were galvanized by the death of a demonstrator yesterday. Early today, a second demonstrator was killed by police gunfire. The protesters are calling for a new constitution and democratic changes in the Bahrain parliament. Be sure to tune in to Night Watch later this month, where we'll dive a little deeper into the situations in the Middle East. Well, today the weather was quite wonderful. Unfortunately, tomorrow will be our last warm day for a while. As we can see in our 5-day forecast, tomorrow should be sunny with highs in the low 40s, but Thursday there's a good chance we'll get some snow. Friday will be cloudy and blustery with highs in the teens and lows below 0. Ouch. Saturday and Sunday's highs will be in the mid-teens with lows around 0 degrees. In sports, not much was going on for the Jimmies today. The men and women's basketball teams play on Friday at Mayville State University. The wrestling team has a meet on Saturday in Orange City, Iowa for the NAIA North Region qualifier. Also on Friday and Saturday, track and field is in Spearfish, South Dakota for the Dakota Athletic Conference Indoor Championships. Well, today's history headline, courtesy of History.com, is the sinking of an American battleship. On February 15, 1898, the USS Maine exploded in Cuba's Havana harbor, killing over 250 crew members. The ship had been sent to Cuba to protect American interests there. A result of the sinking was the heightening of tensions between the U.S. and Spain, who would later enter into the Spanish-American War. But that was a different headline from a different day. For tomorrow's headlines, tune into JCTV, where it's always our pleasure to connect the campus with the community. I'm Matthew Nies, and I hope you have a terrific evening. Good night.